how you cope with holidays. Now, if you are like the majority of people, you will think that your regime that you have worked so hard on, so goddamn hard on, has to go to shit when you go on holiday. You stop moving, you eat like there's no tomorrow, you drink like you've got an issue, and you wonder why you come home and you've got the holiday blues. Because you've just battered your liver full of toxins again. You've battered your mind because you've ate foods that have got you hooked again, so you're craving carbohydrates again. You've definitely put on weight. You've got that belly back again, you've got the bloat, and you're miserable. You're utterly miserable when you return home. It's no any surprise really, is it? So tonight what I want to do is help you. I want to help you get through your holiday time. The one thing that I think you should absolutely do is make sure you are on Feel Look Be when you're away. And I've got a list of reasons for that. Because when you cancel down and you go, nah, I'm going away on holiday, I'm going to tell you the classic that happens. You take 6-7 months to come back again. And when you come back again, you're fatter than you've ever been. There's a pattern there. You're completely regressed. You come back, you feel utterly flat and miserable. You've been moody for months. You've been taking it out on everybody. You've not been moving. You've been doing the odd class here and there, but actually you're just doing it just to tick a box. You're out training your fish supper or your Chinese from the night before. That's all you're doing. You're out training that shit. Or the alcohol, you're out training that. So your body shape's not changing. Your mindset's never been worse. So here are strategies that I think every single one of you should make your go-to, your Bible. This is what we need to do. Feel Look Be is a sustainable lifestyle change. Choices. Absolutely sustainable. On holiday, I will definitely have cocktails. I will definitely have food that I don't have back home. I have already. But it doesn't stop all the rest of the stuff. And when you do all the rest of the stuff that I'm going to go through with you just now, you can actually maintain where you're at. And this is the only time I'm going to use maintain, because a lot of the time that's what you do on holiday. You maintain your body shape and your fitness level, and you're not really going to get any better. You're not really going to come down in body fat. In terms of mindset, you'll notch it up because you'll feel total control. Here are some tips and some strategies that are going to help you get through your holiday. The first thing is book onto Feel Look Be. Don't cancel it down. Don't think, nah, I'll come back to this when I'm back. Doesn't work. Because when you come back, you feel like shit, then it snowballs out of control. Keep your hand in there and be accountable still. Drinking. I get a lot of questions of what do I drink if I'm going to drink? Well, I've just told you I drink cocktails. I don't drink many of them. A few of them. One of the worst things you could drink. They're full of fruit, fructose, sugar. Awful for Feel Look Be. I enjoy them now and again. And because it's only now and again, I allow myself a couple on holiday. It's up to you. The other thing I do drink is, if I'm going to drink, is I like pink gin or gin and tonic, a slice of lemon and ice. I do like the occasional beer. Horrendous for you. When I say beer, I mean lager. Bottled lager with the condensation's running down the bottle. I love that. Usually Corona or some of the local beers. Cerveza. That's about it for drink for me. Just know that drink is calorific. It congests again and overwhelms your liver. You're going to feel like shit the next day because you've been eating so clean, you've been doing so well, you're cleansed mind and body. You're going to feel like shit if you have too much. It's going to happen. That's a choice. One good strategy is to have a drink, have a water, have a drink, have a water, or 2 drinks and a water. And keep the water in, because that'll minimise the hangover. It will minimise the damage because you're basically flushing the effect. It's not as concentrated, the alcohol. And the toxic effect is minimised. So that's one good strategy if you're going to drink alcohol. I'm not suggesting you do drink alcohol, but I know so many of you do when you go on holiday. Me too. Movement. Why would you not want to move on holiday? Some people go, I am going on that lounger and I am not moving. That's fine if it's a choice, if that's something you want to do. It would bore me fucking rigid. I could not do that. Not only that, I bake in the sun, like I just have to move. I do like sunbathing, but I couldn't do that. So get into the pool, get swimming as much as you can. Get out for a walk. See when it starts to get a wee bit cooler, like 5, 6 o'clock before tea, go for a power walk for 45 minutes, an hour, something like that. Move as much as you can. Join in on the aqua aerobics. Do the yoga. Do the classes. Get involved. Make it a fun thing. And actually say to your partner or the kids, that class is on. Mum will go to it for a laugh. Just gets you moving and you don't even realise you're actually burning energy, as opposed to, you know, putting it on the belly, you're taking it off. The more you move, please remember that. It is neat. That's kind of workout, but the more you can actually move on holiday, the better it's going to be for you. And the better you're going to feel. Remember, movement, motion leads to positive emotion. It makes you feel much, much better. Also, what's dead important when you're on holiday is time, reflection time for you. Now, this is more of a psychological mindset one. But see, when you're away, you get huge perspective on your life back home, don't you? And I think practically constantly when I'm away. And it's good because you can take stock, you can reevaluate, you can make decisions because you've minimised the noise. You're completely away from work. You're immersed in you and your family time, and you get reminded of how important that is. So that's one thing that you must do, even if it's half an hour a day, 20 minutes a day. Take time just to reflect. It might be taking notes. It might be just going up to the pool bar and sitting at the pool bar and sitting by yourself, having a drink, just thinking. But that reflection time, when you're away from home, is so valuable. You can do it when you're at home. It's different because you've still got the stresses and strains of normal life. When you're away, you don't. And most of the time you've got the sunshine, instantly lifts your mood, you're getting loads of vitamin D. It's just a feel-good thing, isn't it? And it's powerful. And you might even come up with new ideas, or you might decide to change things when you get home. Right, I'm going to do this eventually. And you maybe just get that oomph to do it when you go on holiday. So that's the next thing. Fasting. Fasting is hugely important when you're away. If you can fast at breakfast time and maybe go for your walk at breakfast, you can make way, I suppose, for having a few beverages, couldn't you? A few alcoholic ones, if you fasted at breakfast. And I'll tell you what, see when you fast in the morning time on holiday, you feel totally in control, because that's quite a big thing to do on holiday. Because you're getting fed, you're getting cooked for, they're doing the cleaning after you. So it's quite good just to thing your plate to the side and have a coffee. Why don't you have a coffee? Have a good coffee and don't eat. Even a couple of mornings in the week. It's brilliant because well, we're not going to speak about calories, but however many calories your breakfast would be, you've saved it. So you can actually get away, I suppose, loosely, with things that you wouldn't usually do. You're not going to put on that huge amount of weight that you do put on and fluid when you're on holiday. If you can try and introduce fasting or keep fasting going when you're away. Be even better if you were able to fast breakfast and lunch. Imagine your night times. You can go wild at night. This is going against the grain quite literally. I don't want you to do this. But this is to try and minimise the damage on holiday. I am completely realistic. I know this goes on with me. So we're having the conversation. Lives. I want you to keep your hand on the lives, because that's when you stay tuned to everything that Feel Look Be is. and you don't lose it completely. You might not manage live, I don't think you will, but you'll definitely manage your live when you're out on your walk at 5, 6 o'clock before tea. Get the live in your ear and go for it. Maybe your reflection time involves listening to the live. Please do it. Keep your hand in. Stay connected. Show us your meal. Show us what you've had. Show us the scenery. Tell me what you've been doing to keep yourself on the straight and narrow on holiday. Stay accountable to our community and our group. It works. It works like you wouldn't believe. When you disappear, then you just shut off, and it's okay to shut off from work. It's not okay to shut off from what was actually keeping you on the straight and narrow and getting you through work. Remember, Feel Look Be is a lifeline for a lot of people. So why would you go on holiday and shut it off when it's been so good for you? It's a holiday. You should be able to work this in. And the food that you eat. Obviously, going abroad, you're going to be eating loads of different things. You might be all-inclusive, you might be doing buffets. Just be careful. Try and be conscious. Try and eat like our meal plans if you can. What's a really good strategy is to eat a good size salad before everything that you eat. So before your lunch, for example, before your evening meal, eat a good salad. Go to the salad bar first and get your plate really colourful, really green, and munch your way through that first, and then go for whatever it is you're going for, right? You know what you can and can't go for, but what you choose to go for on holiday is entirely up to you, as long as you know that you're going to pay the price for it. And then the alcohol. When I was in Turkey there, I love proper Turkish delight. Not the crap that you get here, but the proper stuff. That's, you know, the perfumey, powdery one. And Jill was bringing me Turkish delights. She was going, okay, it's only one. And I was going, yeah, but one leads to two, and two leads to three. And before you know it, that belly's back. But yeah, if you're going to have a treat, enjoy it. Just don't go daft with it. This is all stuff that you know, but me telling you this, it might kind of reinforce it in your mind a bit more, and you might think, okay, let's be a wee bit clever here. Not everything's going to turn to shit. And the last thing is, enjoy your holiday. You have worked so hard for your holiday. You have worked so hard to get your body in a shape where you're comfortable in your own skin. Where your skin's glowing, your face is glowing, you're whiter, your hair's thicker, your nails are good, you feel in a really good place. Go and enjoy your holiday. Get some gear on, dress up, feel beautiful because you are, and let wherever you're going spoil your rotten. Dance the night away, sunbathe, just be careful for your skin, and really enjoy it. You've maybe been away on your holiday before now, but you'll keep all this in mind for when you do go your next holiday. That's it. Top tips. And they will work. You'll come back, you'll feel refreshed, you'll still have a level of control, and you'll be ready to get straight back into it when you're home.